Hey guys, I did a part one of my M16A1 kit that I received from Royal Tiger Imports. I call it part one because after I cleaned all the parts up, I was kind of excited of what I found and wanted to share with you the condition of this kit. It's actually a lot better condition than I thought originally, and I'll go over the condition and wear that I found on this. The handguards I've polished and oiled and cleaned them up pretty good. They're not as motley speckled color as I thought they would be, but there's a tooth missing on the bottom of one and a tooth missing on the top of the other. I may keep these, or if I ever build a rifle out of this, I will either put their ones that these here on it, or may buy another pair, but I don't really know right now. The buffer tube's in pretty good shape. It's got a little bit of wear on the bottom there, so that's just from the action of the gun being fired and whoever had it that used it. The nice gray color on the charging handle, I noticed there's not much wear at all on the areas that would be worn. It's kind of odd. The buffer tube spring, or the buffer spring, is pretty much looks like new. The two Colt 30 round magazines, I am assuming that they were gray aluminum at one time. Now they are gold and bronze. I guess that's from the finish coming off. A lot of those older magazines will do that. The grip I'm pretty impressed with. The speckling in it. It's a really pretty grip. Let's jump up here to the upper. You got a few ding spots that you would expect from finish wear, but when I looked at it through the camera, or the first video I done, it looked like it was rusting or had some brown areas. I think that was just dried grease or something, like cosmoline or grease. I took a little steel wool and lightly buffed it, and it came out pretty nice. Even the scrapes and scratches that I saw when I originally opened the package, a lot of those are gone. There was one right there, and it's pretty much buffed out. I don't see any problem with this. If you'll notice, there's a lot of times on weapons that have been used a lot, there's a lot of wear right there on the catch of the charge handle, but there's not very much on this one. There's no wear on the Ford Assist. I actually don't know how much use those get, but it's in really good shape. There's the buffer tube. Actually, when I first done the first video, I hadn't taken it out of the buttstock, but there it is. The buttstock, it's a speckledy color. I've tried to clean and buff and get those speckles to come out a little bit better. I think this side shows a little better than the other. I put oil on it and it started eating a little bit on my lettering, and I tried to get that back off. I didn't know if it would take it off or not. I want to leave those on there. I don't know what purpose that is. I'm going to show this to you, and if anyone has any comments about what this means, I'd love to hear them. Feel free to comment about my video anyway, but especially if you know what that means, let me know. The front sight base and the side I'm pretty impressed with. No wear, or I don't know what one of these would look like on a used old weapon like this, but it really looks to be in excellent shape. You have the bell. I don't know if it'll focus, but the bell shape cartouche or stamping little image there, and the C where the sight goes in. 5-prong or notch sight. The bolt is the object that I'm mostly impressed with. I honestly, if someone sold this to me and told me that it was a new bolt, I'd believe them. There's, like, on the face of the bolt, you can see a couple silvery shiny wear marks, and nothing, no pitting or wear on the inside there where the shell goes. I honestly, your guess is as good as mine on the wear or the usage that this thing has had, but there's a little bit there on the back where it's hit the buffer. But the bolt's really impressive. I sit around and think that, theories on where this has come from, how much it's been used. My opinion is this gun's not been used much at all and has been packed, and outside doesn't even have much wear on it. But there again, you got your delta ring and nut and weld spring assembly all together. Really nice shape. Hammer, I've showed you that earlier, but just not very much wear. You can see where it's hit the firing pin a few times there. Trigger, about the same thing. The finish is still all there. Just go through all these parts. I'll show you. Not much wear. It's called the bolt or the this connector looks to not have any wear on it. The cap, a little bit of wear on the outside there. I guess it's where the front sight base would have rested against it. I showed you the grip. The flash hider, probably the thing that has the most wear on it that I can see. A lot of the finish gone on the very outer edge, but if you was packing this and lugging it around everywhere, I'm sure that's the part that would get the most abuse, is the muzzle and the butt. Which brings me to the small parts. All the pins, there's actually some extra pins there that I don't know actually honestly where they go. I know this one and this one is the trigger and the hammer. One of those pins may be for the auto sear, but really doesn't apply here. There you see the auto sear, but that's a object that I'll probably be taking a Dremel to here pretty soon. I guess the worst part is actually the butt plate. Of course, it had a notch or a chunk took out of it there. On their website, they show some pictures, and this is the exact same picture or image that they show their customers of what might occur or what you might get. They do list their product as having cracked stocks. So they're pretty honest in their description. That's what it had. It had a cracked butt. This is really worn. It's sit on the ground a lot, or someone's abused the butt. The swivel screw for the butt is the worst part on the gun or the kit. It's pretty rusty, pitting. It's got a lot of pitting. I may replace the screw and buy a new butt area. I may actually keep the trap door just because it's with the gun, the same one, but I'll definitely have to have a new butt if I ever pursue building a dummy or a semi. But I've yet to acquire a receiver that would work with this. I know Nodak Spud puts out several products for A1 or retro, as you would call it. Let me show you the butt. A few cracks right there where the butt plate was damaged bad. It kind of coincides with the cracking right there. I'm actually thinking that I'll use this buttstock with whatever I intend to do. I don't really know right now. With the lowers being a reasonable price, I don't see any reason why a person can't buy one and pursue building a semi. I think I forgot to look at the gas tube, but the gas tube had a little bit of black on it, or fouling, or what have you there. But I took I think a 4/0 steel wool, a real fine steel wool, and oiled it and polished it, and it's come out to look like a new one. You know, I wouldn't. You can't see hardly. I don't see where you could see a new gas tube that would look any better than this one. I wish my camera would focus better. But, I'm just wanted to tell you about my excitement of what I found after I cleaned the kit. Got a few comments that are interesting, and you may find it interesting as well. I did take the buffer tube and the butt plate off and kind of disassembled this a little bit better. When I done this, I found some sand inside of the butt plate. There's still a few little remnants of it. I don't know what, if any, clues that would give a person as to where this thing come from. But there's sand in the butt plate, and inside the buttstock, up in the cleaning area, there was some. That's about it. I really wished I knew where these come from. A lot of speculation on the origin, without calling the company or whoever imported them. I'm asking them. I guess it's just a fun thing to assume that they came from somewhere, or try to figure it out. One thing I found interesting is in the box, there was this newspaper, and it's either Chinese or Japanese writing. The items weren't packaged the best ever was, but that was the first thing I saw. It was like, it stuck out to me. It's pretty odd. Chinese writing all over the newspaper. I've heard that these kits may have came from Israel. I do know a lot of countries still use these. A lot of countries are using our older weapons, and these will still serve their purpose, and when maintained, you know, as good as a new one. So, your thoughts and comments are always welcome. I would love to hear anyone's advice on my video or comments. This is the first video that I've actually put up that I just thought I would share my experience with you about the Royal Tiger M16A1 parts kit order. And I hope you enjoyed it, and if you order one, happy ordering, and I hope you get as good a kit, as clean a kit, and as unused of a kit as I do. Thank you very much.